calm down if I want this life I live for the last. I'm waking up with no regrets I cannot have in my past. And I won't fall for anything. We play, we busting your ass. What's good, YouTube? I'm back for another reaction today, man. I'm back for another video. I've been going for a minute. Last videos I dropped was the MASA reaction. It wasn't that long. I ain't been going for that long now I think about it. But it has been a minute though. As y'all can see by the title, as y'all can see by the thumbnail. Somebody has decided to jump on YB dick today. You know? Somebody just decided to dicky talking about some MASA everything wrong with young boy. Current young boy. What, bro? Well, you gonna see what the fuck he was talking about, obviously. But like I said, make sure I drop a like, make sure I subscribe, and make sure I keep tuning in, bro. Road to 500, road to the K. We gonna get there real soon. As long as I keep showing up, man. Let's get into it. You did.
What's good, YouTube? It's Justice I used to be paying. Today I'm back with another video. And in this video, I'm going to be telling you why MASA, or Make America Slime Again by NBA Youngboy, is everything wrong with current Youngboy. Recently, NBA Youngboy dropped his first album since coming home from prison, and that is Make America Slime Again, or MASA.
Yes, sir.
Now, this
yes,
album
sir.
is a huge deal because it's Youngboy's first album from home from prison, but it's also his first album without really any legal troubles. Maybe ever, maybe ever at this point, and he can actually just drop the music and just kind of focus on that. But this album is also a big deal because it is the foundation to NBA Youngboy's first tour since 2019. And Youngboy fans have been clamoring
I will
for
be
a live
there, man.
performance
As
for
y'all know.
years now at this point. And Youngboy has
know.
dropped a ton of classic songs and classic projects, if you ask his fans, since 2019. So people are super excited, and this album was supposed to be kind of like the rollout thing for the tour. This album was supposed to be the cherry on top, the whipped cream on top of your pancakes.
Why are you saying it's supposed? We gonna
so
see. I
when
gotta
this
stop
album
getting
came
tight,
out, there
bro.
was a lot of hype surrounding it.
I'm
I
getting
first
mad
reacted
already.
to it live on stream on Twitch and Kick at I Used to Be Paid, shameless plug, but I wasn't really feeling it. I'm not gonna lie. After the first listen, I wasn't too high on the album. Now, after re-listening to it a few times, I am feeling a little bit better about it than I was in the beginning, but I will still say the flaws that we've had to go through with NBA Youngboy's music over the last few years or so are the exact same flaws that this album has. Everything that people have been complaining about since 20.
Hold on. This nigga might be cooking, chat. This nigga might cook. Cause I thought he was gonna say some bullshit. But what he just said was, what he just said was kind of true.
Flaws that we've
That was
had to
kind of
go
real,
through
bro.
with NBA Youngboy's music over the last few years or so are the exact same flaws that this album has. Everything that people have been complaining about since 2020 with Youngboy is something that you can complain about when it comes to MASA. First things first, this album is just way too bloated in my opinion. Like, I'm sorry, but 30 songs on a project is just too much. I know that there are albums out there that have made it work in the past, and some of my favorite artists have done it and I liked it, but just in general, I feel like 30 songs as a principle is too much for an album. And I really do believe that this has become a major problem in the modern rap space because of the streaming services.
Okay. He didn't just put it on YB because this ain't YB first time. I'm pretty sure this is like his third or fourth time doing that shit. But I'm glad he didn't just say YB, and I'm glad he put it on the industry now, because fucking he just dropped a 25 song album, which I'm gonna react to. But he just dropped a 25 song album, so it's looking like it's beginning to be the norm. How I feel about it, I feel like YB broke his shit up perfectly. I feel like him doing that sampler, bro, that was perfect. Like, because it gave us what it gave us, and it also gave us the anticipation that we needed for the album, bro. And obviously not, because it didn't sell 100K, but it gave me the anticipation. I was waiting them 2 weeks, nigga. Got me fucked up.
Only reason why we see as many artists as we do today dropping these 30 song albums, these 25 plus song albums, because it's a streaming thing, like the more songs you drop, the more opportunities you have to run up your streams. It's just simple math. Now, oftentimes there's diminishing returns with that, but still, people are dropping more and more songs on their albums because there's an opportunity to create bigger revenue. There's an opportunity to gain more streams. And 15 years ago, when people were still selling albums, even if it was online, even if it was through iTunes, you just bought the album. It was, you buy the album and that's one album sale, and that's it. You wipe your hands clean. You know, it didn't matter if the album was 12 songs or 25 songs. But nowadays, when you have streaming into effect, and okay, well, 1,300 streams is one album sale. If I drop an album with 15 songs, it doesn't have the opportunity to get the numbers that I want. So let's double it. Like, it's really just
Bro,
people buying the streaming
on
thing.
God, like that's not how. And I'm speaking specifically about YB because this video is about YoungBoy. That's not how YoungBoy thinks. He don't even care about the numbers, my nigga. He don't care about the numbers. Now, granted, academics did say that YoungBoy was going for a more proper rollout for the album. So maybe shit, this one he did. Maybe this one he was trying to go for the numbers. But I promise you, if you look at his videos, if you look at him just in the like him, bro, as soon as he got out, he hasn't let up since he's been out. I promise you he's doing this shit because he's just missed it. He just missed being able to do what he do, however he want to do it, my nigga. So all that numbers shit, bro, all this strategic talk that you doing, bro, you doing it about the wrong nigga. I'm gonna keep it a bean. Take that shit to the niggas who be at the white parties and shit. Those the niggas who care about what you talking about. Not Kendrell, my nigga. I don't know what you
And
talking about.
also paired up with that, YoungBoy has always been an artist that drops a ton of music. That's always been a staple of his career, and it continues on this album. So when those two things combined, I feel like you just get a really oversized album with MASA. I just don't think it should be as big as it is.
Bro.
Honestly, I feel like you
Yes,
could
it
cut this
should
album
be.
honestly in half, and it probably becomes a much better album after you do that. There's just a lot of stuff that doesn't need to be here. There's just a lot of filler and extra fat on this album. This album does have some very good songs on it, though. Pretty much everyone loves the song Priorities, and that's probably the best song on the album. If not, it's
Priorities is not the
pretty
best
much
song
widely
on
considered at least in the
the
top
album.
three.
You could tell this nigga dropped this video a couple days after this album dropped. Cause he didn't know he no nigga. Priorities is not the best song on the album. It's really no fuck. But we not gonna get into that. We
Another
ain't gonna
song
get
that's
into
really
that.
good is Kickboxer.
We
I
ain't gonna
love
get
that
into that.
song. And personally, my favorite at the moment is probably Slime Retta. And I think that with the songs that I do really like from this album, there's a common theme of like
So he like
a little
melodic.
bit of an expansion outside of YoungBoy's traditional
He like
production
melodic
bag. Like
YB.
they're not super crazy sounding beats to where you don't hear them and like go, oh, there's no way this would ever go to YoungBoy. You don't hear them and go, oh my gosh, I can't imagine YoungBoy on this beat. But they're not within his typical bag because some of the production on this album does sound like a glorified NBA YoungBoy type beat from YouTube. And these songs kind of step
Bro,
out of that,
this
and I
nigga.
really do enjoy that on this
This
project.
nigga.
Now there
He
is
about
some
to get
stuff
me
that is
so
traditional
tight.
YoungBoy
He
on here
about to
that I
get me
like, but still I
mad,
think that
bro.
the overall theme that I got from this album was that YoungBoy needs to expand his production bag. And that's something that I've been saying for a very long time now. I think YoungBoy is an amazing artist. He's super versatile. He can do a ton of different things, but I think that his production really does cage him in a box sometimes. I really do feel like if there was a bit more creativity with the type of beats he picked or the type of beats he was given, we might see YoungBoy
Oh
elevate.
my bro. He's not hopping on your underground beats, my nigga. He's not hopping on the robotic ass beats just to make sounds, my nigga. He's not doing it. Why do y'all want that, bro? Oh my god, bro. Like, this is why we shouldn't have niggas who don't listen to the music making comments and opinions about the music, my nigga. You just said that young boy who has the most charting albums ever should expand his production. Then continue to say that his beats are the problem. If you are a young boy fan, you know damn well, don't get me wrong, the beat matters. It's a song, obviously, every song beat matters. But you know damn well, young boy can hop on any beat and rip that shit, bro. I promise you. Look what he did to Cardi and Ye's song. That nigga made it his song. Nobody even remembers Cardi or Ye being on the song, my nigga. That's a young boy song. And that was a pure rage beat. Look at fucking I Rest My Case. That whole album. That whole album. What are you talking about?
A level that I really do believe he can hit. So whether that's YoungBoy in his own beat selection or maybe he's just not super
Nigga, go listen to I Rest My Case. Go listen to I Rest My Case. Go listen to My I Got a Family. DJ, bro. What do you
and somebody else is picking the beats.
I
Either
can't with
or,
these
it
niggas,
doesn't
bro.
matter. The main thing that I took away from this album is that YoungBoy can really excel with different production, and he really needs to get into that. But then again, this is something that I've been saying for years now when it comes to him. In terms of performances on this album, for YoungBoy, I think that this is a fairly average performance. Like there are some songs where, he's given some really good bars, some great flows, and then there are some songs where it's just like your average YoungBoy song. He's not really saying much of anything. He's not really rapping anything crazy. The flow is what you expect from YoungBoy. So in terms of his rapping
I
performances,
feel like this
you
video is
know,
just rage
it's
bait,
hit
my
or miss for the
nigga.
for the most part with the album.
I
I'm
feel
not
like
one of
this
those
video
YoungBoy
just
fans who
rage
says
bait.
that I hate when he sings. There are a contingency of YoungBoy fans who hate that, which is kind of crazy because that's a lot of his music at this point, especially on this album. And this is where I say I don't hate his singing, but it gets to a point. And I think that he sings a lot on this album. And the thing with YoungBoy's singing is that he doesn't have a ton of range as a singer, and he also falls into very similar patterns when he sings. So at times, if he's singing over and over again, the songs can feel very repetitive, very same, like he's kind
Nah,
of doing the same thing over and over. This album is in the most respectful
not gonna
way.
lie about that take. His singing. YB can sing, bro. It's just that nigga. I don't know. That nigga smoke K2. That nigga smoke K2. You smoke K2, try to sing, see what that shit do to you, nigga. Put Raw Wave on K2, nigga. That nigga not gonna be able to, you mean, make them platinum albums he dropping, bro. But I will say, yeah, young boy can sing, bro. It's just his production. It's just, like you said, his production. Certain, his mixing and shit. That's just the issue, bro. His mixing and shit, bro. That nigga, you not finna tell me young boy can't sing. I'm not finna say this nigga Chris Brown, fucking, fucking Adele. That nigga can't sing like them. Before Louisiana nigga coming off of 38th Street. I'm pretty sure he got it, bro. Facts. I'm pretty sure he got it.
Really
That
good.
nigga, bro, he made. I can't even think about the songs, but it's a lot of songs that I can't. There's so many songs I can't even think about that shit, bro. That's crazy.
Chill background music. I can see myself taking a long drive to a lot of the music on this album. I can already see myself doing my road trip in a few days or doing my road trip soon enough while listening to a song like Low. I can see it. There's a lot of really good late night driving music on this album, or like that time period in a party where like the party's not over, but it's winding down and people are leaving, and nobody's turned the lights on yet, but maybe you're starting to kind of put stuff away and get ready for the party to be over. And of course, this album wouldn't be a Young Boy album without the
This
love
nigga
songs
just
on it.
said, this nigga just said, this nigga just said some of the songs got party in the music on there. That's so disrespectful, my nigga. He said you walking out of homecoming to this shit, bro. He said the club, everybody just dying. Damn, what? That's disrespectful, my nigga. So disrespectful.
Personally, the one that really lands for me is If You Need Me. And outside of that, the rest just, they're just kind of there. When talking about the more lit songs of this album, you cannot ignore the elephant in the room that is Triple X or XXX, whatever you want to call it. That song is just objectively hilarious. Whether you hate the song or love the song,
Sex and
it's super
violence.
funny.
Sex and
And honestly,
violence.
I think that TikTok brain rot might actually be a real thing. It might be something that we are going to be able to diagnose in 15 years because I kind of like the song. Like I kind of like it's like I ironically unironically enjoy the song. Like it's so funny and unserious that I don't take it serious, but at the same time, it's fun. It's kind of fun. I can't lie. But I will say that song Triple X having the lyrics whatever Trump
I
do what's
fucking
good
hate
for the
that song.
youngins on a song
Bro.
titled or on an album titled MASA where the hook is him literally screaming sex and violence. Like he's not rapping about sex and rapping about violence. No, he's screaming sex and violence is truly insane. It's truly a potion that only the CIA themselves could have dreamed of cooking up.
You a Twitter nigga. You're a TikTok
Whatever
brain
Trump do
ass
is
nigga.
good for the
You see what he
youngins.
just said? You just see what the fuck he just said? bro, you're a TikTok nigga, bro. You're a Twitter TikTok nigga, bro. I hate you niggas. Don't start with this shit. Don't start what you about to say. Oh, you got part of my Trump. He named the album Massa. Don't say that dumb shit, bro. Please. Don't say that dumb shit.
titled MASA, Sex and Violence is the hook. Ronald Reagan is jealous that he did not think of this himself. But I will say, in terms of the other songs that I enjoy that are turn up songs that I haven't already mentioned, I will say Diesel is a song that I really, really like. And it has a beat that's so Louisiana on it, it could bring Jello to tears, even though he's from Cheetah Hills, California. But regardless. And then Massa is another turn up song that I like. And Get Up With Us is another turn up song that I enjoy. If you know anything about me, though, you know that I love Playboi Carti. And I've been waiting for this Youngboy and Carti collab for what.
And there's the issue right there. The whole point of this video I've been waiting for. Stay the fuck away from Youngboy, my nigga. If that's your mans, stay the fuck away from them. They don't mix. They don't mix. They don't mix. It doesn't correlate, my nigga. I haven't heard one good song that they both rip shit on. Well, Cardi can't rip shit past the year of 2020. Not even that. This whole lot of it was ass. But yeah, bro. Once Cardi got away from Uzi, that nigga became ass. Facts. I don't want this nigga near Youngboy. Because once a Youngboy gets near Cardi, I'm not even gonna say he gets ass. He just brings himself down to his level. You feel me? I don't like that. We don't need that.
Like years now at this point, but I can't lie. I'm I'm not too crazy about Fire Your Manager. Like it's a cool song. It's solid. It's decent. But I'm not jumping for joy.
Thank you.
It's not one of
See?
my favorite Cardi verses
See?
ever, or
They
one
don't
of my favorite
mix.
Cardi verses of the year. It's cool. It's
They
alright.
don't mix, bro.
It's not bad.
Y'all just
I
gotta
would say that I
realize it.
prefer their other collab, Alive, even though that's not like an official song. I don't believe, or it's Kanye's song or it's Cardi's song, whoever song it is. I prefer Alive
That song
over
I was
this
just talking
song.
about
And I know that
earlier.
might be controversial to some because a lot of people really didn't like that Cardi verse. But for one, Youngboy went stupid on that song. Whether you like the Cardi verse or not, you can't deny that Youngboy was spitting on
What
Alive.
did I say
But I,
earlier?
I actually do
Come
like that
on,
Cardi
bro.
verse a lot. So overall, I'm not super high on Fire Your Manager. It is solid though. It's a decent collab. It's just nothing that I'm gonna be constantly
He
coming
just
back
said,
to
he
over the years.
basically
Like,
just said
man,
what the
this
fuck I
Cardi and
said.
Youngboy
Youngboy
song is
wiped
so
both of them
crazy.
niggas on both of them
Overall, the
songs.
reason
Fuck
that
you
I
talking
say
about, nigga?
this album is everything wrong with modern day Youngboy is because if you're somebody that's been keeping up with Youngboy over the last 5
Okay,
years or
here's
so,
his
if you've
point.
ever had anything critical to say about him, it probably exists in this album. You can probably say that exact same critique specifically about this album. There's too much music. There's a lot of filler songs. A lot of the stuff sounds kind of mailed in terms of Youngboy's performance. The
Nah,
production as a whole is very much safe and stays
that's
within a
facts.
box.
That's facts. I agree with that. Youngboy did give his haters everything possible. He gave them niggas all the ammo that they needed to just fucking let go on this nigga. Anything they had to say and stand behind, they had the chance to do that with this album. So yes, I agree with that point. I agree. I agree. I agree. He definitely fed into the hate too much. I'm not even gonna say fed into the hate. That nigga don't care. I'm just saying like he fed the hate, you know? He gave fuel to the fucking fire. It's fact. You can't even deny what the fuck he's saying right now.
It's not music. There's a lot of filler songs. A lot of the stuff sounds kind of mailed in terms of Youngboy's performance. The production as a whole is very much safe and stays within a box. It's not really testing Youngboy's limits. You can click through the album and hear a lot of similar sounding beats. I know I spoke about some of the songs that didn't sound like that, but still, that is a thing that exists throughout this music. There's not a lot of new information in this music. There's not a whole bunch of new topics. There's not a crazy new sound. It just feels kind of like run-of-the-mill Youngboy. And overall, I would say that the album just feels a bit stagnant. It's a bit, not everything that you would really want. This being his first album since coming home from prison and eventually being the album that is going to lead him into this tour, the first tour is since
Bro, it did
2019.
what it needed to
It's
do.
a bit disappointing. It's not this huge triumphant return where, oh my gosh, Youngboy's taking over the rap game. All you rappers go hide because Youngboy's back. The king is back. Oh my gosh. Like, it's not that. It's just, it's I really do hate giving albums number ratings because oftentimes I feel like I give one album a number
Don't say no
rating
bullshit,
and then
bro.
like eventually I get to like
Don't say
another
no
album 2 years
bullshit,
later
bro.
and I end up giving that the same number rating, but I feel completely different about those two albums. So I try not to do that as a whole, but if you were to ask me what my rating is for this album, I would say it's alright. It's cool.
Nigga,
Like
what's the rating?
it's solid. Like it's not a bad album. Don't get me wrong. There is some good music on here, but overall, it's nothing groundbreaking. It's nothing to where like if you didn't listen to it, you're missing something in this modern
Yes,
rap
the fuck
space.
they
Like
are.
you gotta go listen
Yes, they
to it.
are.
And
No,
even some
no,
of
no, 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 nigga. No, no, no. You are missing something if you didn't listen to this album, nigga. Because I guarantee you it's a song in there that you're going to feel, that you're going to like, it's not even a song, it's some songs. So go in there and listen to this album, my nigga. I don't know what this nigga's talking about. He tweaked on that.
best of the best songs on this album, I feel like are kind of inconsequential to YoungBoy's career as a whole. Like I feel like this album, it definitely doesn't crack my top 5 YoungBoy projects, and honestly, it might not even crack my top 10 YoungBoy projects. But then again, you got to think about it. YoungBoy has like 30 albums, so
Yeah.
me saying it's not top 10 isn't the same
What?
as me saying it's not a top 10 album for like
He said not
Kanye, where he has
top
like 12.
10.
You know what I mean? So me saying it's top 10, it's probably like, or not top 10, it's probably somewhere in the middle of the road when it comes to YoungBoy projects. But honestly, when I'm talking about YoungBoy in 15 years and I'm reflecting on his career, or maybe he's still rapping at that point in time, but when I'm
He's
talking about YoungBoy's
25.
career in retrospect, I don't feel like this will be an album where I'm talking about it a whole bunch. It's probably just going to be a footnote. It's not something that I'm going to stress on as great, or that I'm
Yeah.
going to talk about where, man,
No,
YoungBoy
it's
really missed the
definitely
mark here. It's going to be something where
it's definitely not no top SK AI Youngboy 2 shit. The last Lamido even is not even up there, you know? It's not up there with talks like that. Fucking yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Not top 10 is crazy. I understand not top 5. Not top 10. That's a crazy take. I really gotta think about that shit though. He probably not even lying, but I really gotta think. He do got fucking 35 albums, 30 some albums, bro. 30 plus. I know that. And guess what? All you number niggas, they all charted. And what, nigga? So if it wasn't quality in there, we got the quantity, nigga. If it wasn't quality behind it, it wouldn't even make sense.
somebody probably mentions it and I go, "Oh yeah, I do remember that album. That's the Sex and Violence album." That's probably how I personally will end up remembering this project. The ultimate
That's
measure that I had for
crazy.
myself when it comes to this album, and that I'll pose to you as well and see how you feel, is I personally would not care if YoungBoy didn't perform a single song from MASA on this tour. Like I
Okay,
would
yeah,
not care if
no,
he
no, no,
didn't.
no, no, no,
Now,
no. That's facts. That's facts. That's facts. That's facts. That's facts. We don't need, bro. He don't need nothing off this album, nigga. He don't need nothing off his last albums, 3 albums from the last fucking 3 years. He don't need, bro. All right, I'm tweaking. I don't know what the fuck I just said when I said that. I forgot it's 2025. As K came out 3 years ago. Um, yeah, let me slow the fuck down. He don't need anything that he dropped in the last 2 years, year and a half. He don't need to perform nothing. From more leaks down to I got a lot of my. He don't need to perform. Missing everything, low key, sneaking. Yeah. Oh, we already went over the track list. Go on my Instagram. But yeah, he don't need. I agree with that take too. He don't need to. Yeah.
there's stuff on here that I would like to hear perform. There's good music on here, don't get me wrong, that I would love to hear in concert,
Yeah.
specifically
Of course.
XXX. I think that would be
No,
crazy. But
nigga.
like Diesel and things of that nature,
It would be
Kickbox or
crazy.
Priorities, there's great songs on
It
here.
would be
But
crazy. I could
overall,
debate.
if he were to come to my city and perform all of the stuff that he's dropped since 2019 without going through the massive discography, I wouldn't care. Now, that is a bit unfair because, again, he hasn't performed in 6 years, and YoungBoy drops all the time. So he's dropped a ton of music between 2019 and 2025.
Like
So for
what?
me to say that I wouldn't care for this album not being included is a bit unfair because he's dropped so much great music in this time
Facts.
span. But overall, I just feel like for this to be the album that's leading into this huge tour and this big deal, this album it just doesn't move me. I think that this album as a whole is a bit reminiscent of YoungBoy's music since like the latter half of 2023. It's decent, it's bloated, and it's kind of underwhelming. But if you made it this far, I greatly, greatly appreciate you. Let me know, sorry, what you think of this album. Do you like Massa? Are you high on Massa? Overall, it just kind of exists for me. It's cool. If you want to listen to it, I say go listen to it if you're a YoungBoy fan. But if you're asking me, am I missing something if I don't listen to this album? I'm probably going to say no. I would still say go to his tour though. But regardless, if you made it this far, I greatly, greatly appreciate you. Make sure you leave
For
a like,
sure,
a comment,
bro.
subscribe. Do all those
W
things. It
vid.
helps me out a ton. I go by the name of Pay. Peace.
Um, yeah, bro. W vid. You feel me? You wasn't hating too much. I can't even take that away from you. How I feel about Massa, like you said, it's not an album that I'm finna Like, if anybody was like, "Oh yeah, what's the best like young boy?" I'm not finna grab a song off this album at all. Before SK Top, Last Amido, yeah, you mean I'm not finna, So, alright, you mean some takes that you made? Like I said, I agree. And then some takes you made was just fucking crazy. Like you was low key hating. But yeah, man. Appreciate y'all. If y'all made it this far, make sure y'all drop a like. Make sure y'all subscribe. You feel me? Big 4K Trey, young boy. I'm gonna see you in October. The content gonna keep coming, man. I'm out.